Well, hello YouTube. It's good to be with you. I realize the only way I'm going to get an update video out is just to do it. So I don't have time for the whole camera setup and the lighting and everything today. I've just got done voting. It's April the 4th, and we have yet another election here in the great state of Oklahoma. And I've cast my ballot. It was a very quick county level and school board level election for me. So very quick voting. So here's what's going on with the channel. I have been wanting to publish a couple of things starting in January, and I had some things in mind, but I just got busy with work and paying the bills and recovering from Christmas and the holidays and all of that, and I haven't had time to do it. So there are some things still coming and in the works. A recap: at the end of last year, I started experimenting with other formats besides just doing the live broadcast like I was originally doing with Liberty Sound. And I still am calling it Liberty Sound, at least for now. I don't know if I'm going to change that, and I don't know if maybe I might launch additional channels and see how they do with different formats. For now, it's all going to be right here. But I started to do some pre-recorded and some scripted type content that actually I really enjoyed putting together. I was able to study for it and delve into some topics that I've been maybe curious about in the past. And I had a good time doing it, but they also happened to be my most well-performing content out of the whole year. I had over 1,000 views on my Thanksgiving video the day of Thanksgiving. Like within 24 hours, or maybe it was 48 hours of publishing it, I had 1,000 views, and that was the highest I had seen on anything on YouTube to date. So I took a step back from everything during this time, and I've thought about what is it that I'm creating, where do I want to go with this, and what's next. And so I think some more of those curated, or I don't know if edited or curated, whatever you call it, like a topical type video where we can talk about an aspect of, say, keeping in the subject of liberty, is that we can look at aspects of history or things that have happened that are not necessarily current events, but are informative and fun to look at. So I've got some ideas as a follow-up to the Thanksgiving. As a matter of fact, there was another immigration wave in the 1800s in America after everything had been established and pretty much all of the modern divisions. There were still territories, but the West had started to get settled. You had a lot of new immigrants coming in, and they have stories too, just like the Pilgrims did back with Thanksgiving. There's also a lot of similarities. Some people continued to come here for religious freedom and not just the economic opportunities, although it's always been both. That was the thing that I learned through the Thanksgiving video, was the Pilgrims, they didn't just come here so that they could worship as they chose. They actually had that freedom in different places in Europe, and England was starting to see some reforms in that manner, just not in the same way that the New World had it. But they also came here because there was some economic opportunity. There was trade, there was the ability to grow their own communities. There was a lot of reasons that motivated them to come here. So why have people come to such a freedom-loving country throughout now the centuries? I think that's a topic we can explore and I can do a lot of videos on. So let me know what you think. If you have any questions, or if you have just come across this channel, you can go back and check some of my content. I'm making some of the old stuff private because I really just, as it's evolved, I was really just getting started with this, and I started shotgunning, just putting everything out everywhere. But now I've got an idea of kind of how to do the technical aspects on some things, and I've got my feet wet in video editing, and there's all kinds of possibilities coming in the future, including, believe it or not, some gaming stuff. I have some classic console type systems that I've been wanting to play some games I've never seen before, and I think it'd be fun to kind of react to those. So that may or may not be on this same channel. We'll see. I'll let you all know what content is to come in the days to come. But for now, this is my beginning of 2023 update for Liberty Sound on YouTube. I hope you will subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you are a fan of history, if you are a fan of liberty and the freedoms that all mankind loves, regardless of what's going on politically today, even though I just voted, as I told you at the beginning of the video. But I'm happy to have you all with me, and I welcome your future comments and likes and subscribes.